All right, hello guys. How is everyone doing? Good to have you with us. Abhijit आज बेचारा आ नहीं पाया. He's feeling under the weather, so please go to @Ayyarwal on Twitter and send him good wishes and lots of abuses for not being on the show today. Other than that, hum to hain hi. The show must go on. I'm a little bit
Yes.
hungover, but again, we power through and the show must go on. So, first of all, how are you doing, Kushal?
I'm good.
Yeah.
So we have a very auspicious start. We late it, Joe.
We late it, Joe. We late it, Joe. अभिजीत लेट मित्रा नहीं लेट नहीं हुआ है बस थोड़ा बेचारा आज इस हफ्ते नहीं आ पाएगा. But we have something very interesting to talk about because Kushal found something quite interesting. I think it makes for a very, very interesting discussion topic. And you have read जो टाइटल है इस वीडियो का वो आपने पढ़ लिया है कि आफ्टर स्क्रूइंग अफगानिस्तान डेमोक्रेट्स आर होपिंग टू स्क्रू द हिंदूज. व्हाट डू आई मीन बाय दैट एसेंशियली? व्हाट आई मीन इज कि द कैलिफोर्निया डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी जो है उन्होंने बेसिकली दे हैव क्रिएटेड a bylaw. So these are the minutes from a recent, I think, meeting or something that they had. So bylaw amendments to be adopted at the California Democratic Party's executive board meeting held on August 29th, 2021, virtually through the CDP Zoom account. Now, what you'll notice here is very interesting. So it says this is their code of conduct, and they've made a small change in their code of conduct. So here's their expected behavior in the code of conduct. The California Democratic Party is committed to providing a welcoming, respectful, friendly, safe, supportive, and harassment-free environment for members, employees, and all others associated with the CDP. The CDP expects all leaders, members, employees, and others associated with the CDP to act professionally, respecting the personal rights and dignities of all individuals involved with the party so as to create a productive, inclusive environment for all. All individuals should feel welcome and safe with the CDP regardless of their sex, gender, gender identity, gender expression, sexual sexual orientation, pregnancy, race, color, ethnicity, national origin, ancestry, religion, caste, creed, age, physical, mental disability, etc. So now, for the very first time, thanks to the California Democratic Party, caste has entered the political lexicon of American politics, and they have added it to their code of conduct. This is something that anti-Hindu groups in the US काफी time से कोशिश कर रहे थे इसको घुसेड़ने की. This was the whole point behind the Cisco lawsuit as well. This was the whole point behind a number of universities in California trying to add caste in their code of conduct and sort of encouraging or at least trying to force the Democratic Party to include it as well. And finally, the Democratic Party has included in their code of conduct. So there are a number of ways why this is problematic. I don't think it needs much explanation, but I still want to talk about it really quickly, Kushal, and then I want to get your thoughts on it because, see, essentially, they're saying that caste is essentially when we were talking about essential practice when it comes to Sabrimala and all that stuff, what they're trying to say essentially when it comes to the Hindus is that caste is something that's integral to Hindus. Hindus cannot exist without caste. Hindus cannot ignore caste. Hindus cannot function without the caste. And if you are creating protections like this, then why are we not talking about creating protections sort of against discrimination at the hands of the Muslims? Like, why are we not creating specific protections for kuffars? Why are we not creating specific protections for ajlaf, for South Asian pasmandas? Why are we not creating, since America is a majority Protestant country, why are we not creating specific protections with the California Democratic Party for Catholics, for Mormons, for Yazidis, for Shias, for Assyrians, for a Hashemite from Jordan? if caste discrimination happens, then all these kinds of discriminations also do happen. So if this is how granular they wanted to go, Kushal, then these should also be incorporated. But they didn't do that. It means that they believe that these kinds of discriminations are not integral or essential to the Muslim religion or the Christian religion, and that doesn't define a Christian or a Muslim. But according to the California Democratic Party, a caste 100% defines Hinduism and 100% defines a Hindu. Like, this is what you are. This is specific targeting of the Hindus. And I don't know how else to word it or how else to interpret it. What do you think?
No, it's absolutely correct. And the interesting bit is who was pushing this legislation. That also we should share, na, the information.
Yes. So, well, I know that for a fact that a lot of these, excuse me, that a lot of these. Let me just pull it up. मेरे phone पे डाला हुआ यार. I'll have to pull it up on the computer.
Yeah, नहीं, पहले वो सब share करते हैं. Then obviously what I feel we can always share. But I think it's very important to tell everyone who the hell is behind pushing these kinds of legislations.
Yeah. So one of the organizations, and we've talked about them obviously before, one of the organizations is the usual suspect, Equality Labs. Equality Labs is one of those Ambedkarite, neo-Ambedkarite, Periyarite organizations, deeply, viscerally anti-Hindu organization. Their goal is the dismantling of Hinduism. They're obviously big supporters of the Dismantling Global Hindutva Conference. And so these guys are very happy, congratulates California Democratic Party for including caste in its code of conduct. And people like these, people like Students Against Hindutva Ideology, all these, those organizations that created the Holy Against Hindutva, these are the people that have been at the forefront of making sure that caste gets included as a protected category for the California Democratic Party. They've been pushing mainly in California, and now they'll be encouraged to push it across the country.
Yeah, मगर सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है, तेरी शादी करने वाला है तू 25 सितंबर को.
I'm doing it in November and in January as well. So you can find out. I put out 3 dates. Now you find out kaun sa date asli hai. Good luck.
All right. So now let's get to this subject. Okay. Where do we start? First of all, congratulations to the Hindus of North America in general.
Yes.
I would like to begin my rant by first congratulating the Hindus. They indeed have made such sound investments over the last 60 odd years when it comes to political capital. I have to say, I really appreciate your investments. The amount of money, I think per capita, if you were looking at the amount of donations a group gives, I think Indians are like the top donors. Hindus are the top donors in that group. I don't know why we even say Indians. It's actually Hindu Indians. It's not even any other religion. It's Hindu Indians that are the highest donors. It's the Hindu Indians who are the richest minority. It's the Indians is basically the politically correct way of saying, but the reality was it was Hindus.
Yes.
So first of all, congratulations. You really made sound investments. It's quite clear that you kept on giving the money to the Democratic Party, and eventually you got a great return by the Democratic Party basically stamping casteist on your forehead and saying "tu tucha." So first of all, I would like to state that heartiest congratulations to all our Hindu brothers in the United States of America, especially in Wokistan, which is California.
Yes.
I think they should just call California Wokistan.
You get what you deserve. Yeah, you get what you deserve, and this is what they have deserved because this is what they voted for.
And some of us who live in India but who read a lot of academic material, I was the only idiot sitting in India talking about this stuff. I was constantly raising an alarm bell about watch out, this is creeping in. But what happens is that why did this happen? Now somebody would say, okay, fine, Kushal, look, you have to understand they were coming up in an America where it's not like the right wing was any better. They were trying to convert Hindus, they were racist, whatever. Okay, I grant you that. So you invested in the left because the left was the so-called heterodoxy in the 60s, but the left ceased to be the heterodoxy pretty much from the 90s. The left and the right was becoming the heterodoxy in America, but Hindus being Hindus, they're never going
हम
to
लोग हर काम
change,
20
and they
साल
will
लेट
reject.
करते हैं.
Yeah,
That's our problem.
they basically, that's the Hindu way, right? They're
Yeah.
always late.
Yeah.
I don't know why,
Always
but
late to
they're
the
always
party.
late.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always late to the party. But here's the thing. Now, it's not like they did try to solve the problem. They are trying to solve the problem. But now we come to stage two. How do we solve the problem? So what is the problem? First we need to, when we are trying to solve a problem, we need to identify the problem. So the problem in my view is there are so many a priori assumptions that, like you rightfully said, the biggest assumption here is that there is something inherently intrinsic to Hinduism,
Yeah.
which is caste. The caste is a raison d'etre
Yes.
of Hinduism. The essence of Hinduism is caste.
Yes.
Now, is racism the essence of Christianity? Is slavery the essence of Christianity?
Yeah.
Is violence the essence of Islam? I don't know. Is it? But
Yeah.
caste is the essence of Hinduism. Yoga is not Hindu, by the way, guys.
No, yoga isn't
Meditation
Hindu.
is not Hindu.
Yeah. Yoga is
Meditation
just a
is
spiritual
Buddhist.
practice from the Orient, bro.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
it's so we need to be very careful about these things. So again, best of luck to the Hindus.
Yeah.
You know, they never marketed their own faiths. A
Yeah.
great investment, guys, I have to say. I mean, seriously, to all
On an
my
individual
brothers and
level, they've
sisters.
done a fine, okay job of it. Obviously, there's ISKCON, there's Art of Living, there's all these places. On an individual level, they've done it fine, but at a collective level, they've done a terrible job of owning it, because they've always
Yeah.
they're almost like afraid of owning it. They're almost like scared to say, yeah, this is my background. Like, you'll never hear an apologetic Muslim, even if they're a very liberal Muslim, you'll never hear them apologetic about their background, despite the freaking, so-called crimes of their cultural brethren or their ancestors. They're never apologetic about it. You'll never find an apologetic Brit in America ever, despite the egregious crimes of the British across the bloody globe. Never find an apologetic Briton. You'll mar jaoge ढूंढते ढूंढते one apologetic British person. But apologetic Indian साले हर गली में पड़े रहते हैं.
Because they think short term. But okay, it's fine. Whatever it is. Now, the a priori assumption has been clarified here. Now we come to when you try to solve a problem. I mentioned this in our last week's discussion, but now I'm sorry, I have to say it again and again, is because when you identify a problem, you need to use the right tool to solve the problem. The problem with the NRI diaspora, look, let's face facts. When it comes to the diaspora, now I don't believe that your so-called privilege, there is some caste privilege if you're in India. Let's not, wish that away. There is caste privilege in India. In India, when you take your bag and baggage, when you fly outside India, you enter the United States of America, your social environment, your social reality changes. You're no longer in India. You're in a city, town, country, county, which is alien to you.
Yes.
There, your privilege does not become zero, but it is as good as zero.
Yeah. And what's funny, Kushal, sorry to interrupt, but what's funny, Kushal, is that the jo statement dala hai na, kya naam hai ye, Equality Labs ne, they have said in that statement, and I quote, that we understand that protection from caste discrimination is already accessed under pre-existing categories of ancestry, religion, and race. They accept it. But they said, yet many caste oppressed people do not report discrimination because it is not widely recognized. So, kuch excuse bana diya, but even those people accept कि भैया already ये सब चीजें इसमें available हैं. So we accept that we're putting a hat on a hat on a hat.
See, why they did this was they realized that how do we shit on the Hindu who has become the richest minority in the United States of America. Now we will take this वो मच्छर मारने के लिए क्या होता है वो जो हाथ में रखते थे ना अपने ऐसे फट करके मारते थे, swatter. So every time a Hindu comes near you, and if you are a progressive left wing, it doesn't matter which color you are. They will be primarily white people, which is the irony of it all. They will use that caste swatter and go, "Eh, machhar ko mara." Now this is the reality. Now where did the diaspora mistake? The diaspora thought that, hey, I flew all over here. I'm born here. I don't even know my caste. Yes, by the way, classic example of that is my own wife. She doesn't know her caste.
Hmm.
She's like, why do I want to know my caste? I'm a Canadian. My caste is Indian. That's it. Her identity was Indian, and that's about it. She did not understand all this. But the point is, you were going to face this problem, and if you did not think you were going to face this problem, and this is where the behavior of the Hindu comes in.
Yeah.
What was the Hindu doing when the political landscape of America was changing? The
Nothing.
Hindu,
They were just sitting there.
No. They tried to play the victim. If you have an average income of $90,000 as an ethnic minority,
Yeah.
which genius thought they could sell themselves on the podium of Operation Olympics? कौन ये मतलब अभी I'm sorry to say ये किस उल्लू के पट्टे की strategy थी?
I think, see, I agree that it's not the best strategy, but I think what they saw, कि भाई, this is something that the Jews have done fairly successfully. So we're going to try and incorporate that strategy, because the attacks that are happening on the Hindus are not very different from the kind of attacks that the Jews have to face.
Jews ने कब किया शाम? Jews did it in 40s, 50s, 60s.
Correct.
ये साले तभी सो रहे थे क्या? ये अब कर रहे हैं.
हाँ.
आज Jews भी नहीं है Operation Olympics में. So let's not kid ourselves. The Jews have exited the Operation Olympics almost a decade ago. The Hindus are trying to do the unthinkable when it is not possible. So
but you tell me,
Hindus.
so just to add to this, अभी जो BDS कर रहा है, you know, especially from the left, you know, right wing जो anti-Semitic extremism है वो तो है, but it's not as virulent, let's say, as जो अभी left wing anti-Semitism हो रहा है, especially with the help of like organizations like BDS and all these people. तो ये अभी भी तो हो रहा है ना, that the attacks against the Jews, the attacks against the state of Israel from BDS, ये तो अभी भी हो रहा है. तो the Jews are still sort of in the process of like repudiating these claims and fighting back against these claims and like defending their reputation against these claims. वो तो अभी भी कर रहे हैं.
But still, as the great Floyd Mayweather always said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, right? Well, the proof of the pudding indeed is in the eating. लोग तुम्हारे मुंह पे जाके पाद मार के जा रहे हैं और तुम कुछ उखाड़ नहीं पा रहे हो हिंदुओं. ये कड़वी सच्चाई है. मतलब मानो या ना मानो, जो समझना है समझ लो. देखो सानू की, हम तो इंडिया में बैठे, मैं तो खुला कह रहा हूं, मैं बियॉन्ड अ पॉइंट मैं तो ये बोल दूंगा सानू की, मगर this is a fact. Now there were two ways of dealing with this reality. One way was how we dealt with it in India. Why? Look, India had the Mandal era, right? Then Mandal era के बाद में, if you remember, बहुत major protests हुए थे, public protests हुए थे. वो याद है famous एक किस्सा था जिसमें एक व्यक्ति ने अपने आप को आग लगा दी थी इंडिया में, and that led to the revival of caste politics in India. But then something happened in India to counter Mandal. That was the Ram Janmabhoomi movement.
Yes. And
for 100 years in India, the Hindutva movement, silently, right from the baby steps laid down by Arya Samaj, which were taken over by Hindutva, Hindu Mahasabha of Savarkar, and then some people of Hindu Mahasabha along with others starting the RSS. Baby steps. They kept on taking baby steps. And today, the culmination of that is that Hindutva has completely taken over the political landscape of India, the social landscape of India, even more importantly. That Hindutva actively works. See, the way Hindutva dealt with caste politics was not to deny casteism. The way Hindutva dealt with caste politics in India was, yes, our society has caste problems. Yes, we have discrimination. And yes, we will be the most active group to annihilate it. Ambedkar only wrote the book. We will actually annihilate it.
Yes.
This is the difference, which is why when the left tried to play the card, it could not succeed in the social realm, maybe a little bit in the political realm, but not at all in the social realm, because people do not forget, your entire Ram Janmabhoomi movement, the highest contribution in Ram Janmabhoomi in terms of foot soldiers was all subalterns.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, that's just a fact of life. See, you have to understand.
अरे भैया, इसके राम मंदिर की कमेटी में एक परमानेंट दलित मेंबर भी हैं, कोई हटा भी नहीं सकता उनको.
Yes, and always remember, in India, 70% of your Hindu population, in terms of categories as per the government of India, are SC, ST, OBC. When 70% of Hindus are of that variety, there can be no Hindu mass movement pan-India which does not have the stamp of SC, ST, OBCs. So the reason the left failed in India, and why I'm explaining how Indian Hindus have dealt with this far better than Hindus outside India, is the reason the left failed in India is the left could not defeat the vehement agenda of the Hindutva parties or the Hindutva groups to destroy caste, and they go on destroying it.
Because the thing is, what was the left offering to the Hindus? The left was offering to the Hindus, breaking the shackles of caste, breaking the shackles of social mobility, providing an equal level playing field. Okay? But they're saying ki we can provide you with this, but what you need to do is distance yourself from your Hindu culture and your Hindu roots. But what did Hindutva do? Hindutva trumped them. They said, we will give you everything that the left is giving you, plus Hindu, plus you can remain Hindu, plus you can remain your culture, you can feel proud of it, so we will trump you. You do whatever you do, uske upar se hum tumko extra bhi denge. So, and the left can't offer this. They can't offer this.
This is the thing. So in India, the position of the left in terms of social affairs has come to this point. कि कुछ तो छोड़ दो हमारे लिए. See, who agitates in society? What is the role of the left in a society? The left is very good at spotting hierarchies because that is the left-wing worldview. When the left-wing worldview spots an hierarchy, it goes about and tells the Samaj that, look, these hierarchies are building and they are becoming very rigid. Stay alert. The Indian Hindutva movement outdid the left in spotting the hierarchy and working actively to destroy it and dilute it and create some sort of a social mobilizing system where there is upward mobility for everyone who is lower down in the hierarchical pool. Now that I've explained how the Indian movement worked, now let me go to the West. First of all, it's an irony that there is a dismantling global Hindutva conference, and I say this with full responsibility, that they are not Hindutva. We are Hindutva. Yes, there are Hindutvavadis outside India. Make no mistake. But the people they accuse of being Hindutva, they are not Hindutva. The people who try to solve the problem, they try to solve the problem of this accusation of caste. They don't use the tools of Hindutva, especially in America. I say this with no shame now because I've had enough of this. They use the tools of Western academia. Now they can give whatever excuses they want to give. I don't care. But the point is, again, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, my friend. You lost. An active state has put caste on your matha. You lost. We in India, we won. Our way better, your way sucks.
Your way bad. So let's dissect really quickly the reasons why they lost, right? The reasons why they lost this battle. I think the first reason is, and there are a lot of comparisons to be drawn, ये जो Jewish community है US की, उससे काफी अच्छा comparison यहाँ पर बनाया जा सकता है. I'll tell you why. Because firstly, Jewish community might be left, might be right, might be center, might be far left, might be far right, कुछ भी हो सकता है. But when it comes to attacks on the Jewish community, when it comes to attacks on Israel, सबके सब साले based हैं. Every single one of them is based. They do not give a shit. It doesn't. I have seen far left-wing Jews come out and say कि look, सब कुछ चलेगा, but ये इस तरह के जो BDS के attacks हो रहे हैं Israel पे वो नहीं चलेगा. How many far left Hindus do you think will ever come to the defense of India like that? Not a single one. Not a single one. They will be at the forefront throwing the biggest stones.
Yeah, the
That's the big one.
Anti-Israel Jew I've seen is Bernie Sanders.
Literally. और मेरे को बता दो, ढूंढना मुश्किल हो जाता है भैया anti-Israel Jews.
Bernie Sanders.
हाँ, ढूंढना मुश्किल हो जाता है यार. That's what I'm saying. कि doesn't matter what their political ideology is, what their political background is, who the hell they vote for. But when it comes to the defense of Jewish society, when it comes to the defense of the right to Israeli self-determination, they are completely united, completely based, completely united. ये इंडिया, ये हिंदूज नहीं कर सकते, एटलीस्ट अभी तो नहीं, एट दिस मोमेंट बाहर वाले हिंदूज तो नहीं कर सकते, इंडिया वाले फिर भी करने लगे हैं, बाहर वाले नहीं कर सकते. That's a big one.
So here's the thing. Now, I stated in the beginning that the reason the North American Hindu never spoke about caste is they genuinely were born in a society where caste did not matter.
Yeah.
Because they did not experience it. But what did they do when people asked them a question about it? They spun yarns of apologia around it. अब मतलब ऐसा चरखा चलाते हैं उधर, ऐसा चरखा चलाते हैं कि गांधी जी भी थक जाएं. गांधी जी भी बोले, ओए कंट्रोल उदय, क्या कर रहे हो, ऐसी अपॉलजिया. मतलब कोई बाल गंगाधर की बुक्स ले रहे हैं, कोई किसी की बुक्स ले रहे हैं. भाई अभी तो मैं ऑथर का नाम लेके भी बात करता हूं.
Okay, here's a look. There's that comment from Anand Sridhar that might trigger you a little bit. To tackle Western red herrings and strawmen, you have to use Western paradigms.
Bullshit.
I knew it.
भैंस टट्टी हिंदी में, भैंस टट्टी या जो भी टट्टी बनानी है उसकी. बहुत बड़ा उखाड़ लिया उन्होंने. वी यूज वेस्टर्न पैराडाइम्स. घंटा उखाड़ा तुमने कुछ, तुम्हारे मुंह पे थूक के चले गए वो लोग, घंटा उखाड़ पाए कुछ. इफ यू से कास्ट इज अ वेस्टर्न कंस्ट्रक्ट, द ब्रिटिश गेव इट before before the Mughals, and they came to India. Everybody was holding hands and singing Kumbaya and going balle balle te shaba shaba. You're an idiot. All you have, मतलब बेवकूफ लोग, तुमको लगता है. और that too doing this in the West where people actually have a habit of reading books. Imagine.
Yeah.
People read books in the West. All they had to do is pick up your text and they say, भाई ये पढ़ ले.
Yeah.
ये लिखा है. And like morons, no, see, you need decoloniality. ऐसे है ना, ये वाला चश्मा पहना है, आज ये चश्मा उतारेंगे हम नया चश्मा डालेंगे, फिर ये वाला चश्मा उतारेंगे, फिर हम नया चश्मा डालेंगे, फिर हम हमारे पिछवाड़े से एक और चश्मा निकालेंगे और फिर वो वाला चश्मा डालेंगे. मरो, सारे स्टेट्स में लगेगा तुम्हारे को इवेंचुअली, सारे स्टेट्स में.
अरे आनंद को लग रहा है हम उसको गाली दे रहे हैं. अरे भाई तेरे को गाली नहीं दे रहे, हम बस कह रहे हैं कि that's the argument that people use, right? That's what I'm saying. The line you wrote is basically all the argument that a section of Western Hindus that live in the US, that's what they use. कि भाई we to fight back against these allegations, we have to use the concepts of like decoloniality and like intersectionality and postmodernism. That's how we fight them. That's not how you fight them. Again, the lesson here, Kushal, is again from the Jews. So yes, again from the Jews. आप देखो, कोई भी Jewish आदमी को या Jewish diaspora पर या Israel पर attack होता है, do they use decoloniality? Do they use postmodernism? Do they use intersectionality? They don't. They just say हमको घंटा फर्क नहीं पड़ता, अटैक करना बंद करो हमको. That's what they say. They don't say कि अरे ये तो हमको oppressor की निगाह से देख रहा है यार. None of that shit. They just said no. We have every fucking right to self-determination. Stop telling us how to live our lives.
Arey, just think about it. If somebody comes and says you're a Hindu, why do you need to use the word Hindutva? If somebody I was living in ऐसा तो नहीं कि मैं अमेरिका में नहीं रहा हूं, मैं रहा हूं उधर. I've lived there. If somebody would come to me and tell me, I was like, yeah, it's a system, it's a problem, it has been fought against in India, and I abhor it, and I don't care about it. The moment you say, I want its annihilation, what is the other side going to come and stick you with?
Yeah.
You want its annihilation, but you're not apologetic enough. The moment they say you're not apologetic enough, you say, fuck off. That's all the Jews say.
Exactly.
Fuck off.
Exactly.
No, you have to spin yarns. You know why? Because the Hindu wants to be called oppressed himself. Abbe, kahan oppressed ho? See, are you trying to tell me that random incidents of racism are not happening with other people in that country?
Yeah, of course.
Is the Hindu trying to tell me they are more oppressed in America than the African American and the Native American? Come on, get real. I'm not denying the attacks on the temple. I'm not denying anything. Like the Jewish temples don't get.
अरे मैं इसीलिए तो कह रहा हूँ ना. Again, have you seen the Jews trying to say कि हमारी हालत यार तो African Americans जैसी खराब है? They never say that. They never say that. बोलते भी नहीं है ना, इसलिए चुप रहते हैं. बोलते हैं कि देखो हमारे ऊपर अटैक्स होते हैं, हमारे ऊपर एंटीसेमिटिज्म होता है, बिल्कुल होता है. जब भी होता है हम बोलेंगे, लेकिन हम ये नहीं बोलते कि हमारी सिचुएशन बिल्कुल अफ्रीकन अमेरिकन जैसी हो रखी है. Because they're not stupid. Because they think that when they make that argument, a normal person who doesn't really know that much about like Jews or anything else, just a layman, they'll look at that argument and they'll say, "Ye to bevkoof aadmi hai. Kya baat kar raha hai yaar? What are you talking about?" And that's how like normal people will react if you make the argument that Hindus are just as oppressed as African Americans in India. They'll say, "Pagal ho kya? Kya baat kar rahe ho?"
And I also want to state this for a record. Not that I want any constitutional change beyond a certain point, but India, this is why India has to remain majority Hindu.
Yeah.
Because India has to be the backup plan of every Hindu, Sikh, Jain, Baudh living anywhere in the world.
Yep.
They have to be the backup plan. Because if it doesn't remain that, or eventually, now this will hurt the NRIs even more. Eventually, it will be the might of the Indian Hindutva movement that is going to eventually solve their problems over there. Because when the Indian Hindutva will flex its muscles now, which it is when they will realize what happens over there.
Yes.
Because that it is a cascading effect. Whether you don't like it or not like it, I don't care. Because, see, you played it wrong. You still have people inside the Hindu movement. I mean, the yarns of apologia they spin about the caste system is embarrassing.
Yeah.
It is embarrassing, the kind of yarns they are spinning. Arey Baba, it's all, yes, it was a bad system. Yes, we reject it.
Yeah, what is the best argument best argument for something? The biggest argument that the anti-Hindu movement makes against the Hindus is, we want you to reject caste. What does Hindutva say? We reject it. क्या जवाब दोगे उसका? How do you fight against that? There's no way to fight against that. That's what I'm saying ना, कि एक बार आप आरएसएस के पास गए,
हम लोग एक्स मुस्लिम से बात करते थे, हम लोग जब एक्स मुस्लिम से बात करते थे तो क्या होता था? एक्स मुस्लिम वो अपने टिपिकल क्या होता था, चैप्टर नंबर 4 वर्स नंबर 3 में ये लिखा है, and all we had to say is we reject it. And उनकी शक्ल ऐसे जैसे कुत्ता काट गया. क्या मतलब, एक्स मुस्लिम हमको हमारी टेक्स्ट
हमको सिखा रहे हैं, हाँ हमको सिखा रहे हैं भैया, कल्चर ही अलग है भाई, रिलीजन ही अलग है.
हाँ नहीं, and chalo, somebody said, oh, your Manusmriti says this. Yeah, I reject that verse of the Manusmriti. Now tell me, can you reject the verse of your Quran?
Yeah.
You cannot. I can. Too bad.
I can reject it. I can remain Hindu. Can you reject it and remain Muslim? That's the point. Can you completely reject it? Can you say, I do not believe in it, I hate it, I reject it? Can you still remain a Muslim by saying that? That's the question. I can remain a Hindu by saying, I don't give a shit about what's written, what those bad phrases that are written in the Manusmriti. I can still remain a Hindu.
Exactly. And when will these people realize that stop being apologetic about caste?
Yeah.
You don't have to be apologetic about anything. If you would have worked actively to denounce it in your own way, like the Hindus in India did, you would not have to face this rubbish over there, which you are facing now. But you actually tried to actively participate in an oppression Olympics. And Sham, मैं तेरे को 2 साल पहले ये बोला था, ऑपरेशन ओलंपिक्स मत खेलो, इवेंचुअली पकड़े जाएंगे ये लोग. 2 साल पहले मैंने तेरे को बोला था ये.
हाँ. और क्या हो रहा है? यही तो हो रहा है.
Got caught. And मतलब ये कॉट मतलब कच्छे के साथ भी नहीं पकड़े गए, कच्छे के बिना नंगे हो गए ये लोग. And उसके बाद मालूम, अगर मैं सुना रहा हूं तो, ओ कुशल, यू आर सो रूड. अबे काहे का घंटा रूड? I've got a family over there.
कुशल का रूडनेस बेटर है या ये जो इक्वालिटी लैब्स का रूडनेस बेटर है? क्या चाहिए? व्हाट डू यू प्रेफर, कुशल्स रूडनेस और इक्वालिटी लैब्स रूडनेस? डिसाइड कर लो, डिसाइड करके बता दो.
अभी भी it is not too late. If you're a Hindu who lives in the United States of America, then next time somebody asks you your caste, this should be your answer. This is how I deal with them. This is how I always do. How the fuck do you ask me this question? I hate that system. Who the fuck are you to ask me my caste? I find it offensive. You are trying to offend me, you fucking piece of shit. The moment you do this to that person, they'll be like, oh fuck,
chup ho jayega.
Did I touch your wrong nerve? I hate the caste system. How the fuck did you ask me this question? You racist little fuck. This is how you deal with it.
Yeah. And very finally, before we move on to meme review as well, what I want to say is another thing that we touched on right at the beginning is, is there something that the Hindus can do? Well, they should have done this a while back. when all this stuff was already happening. They should have realized this कि ये आने वाला है, अब आ गया है, now it's too late, but whatever. They need to do what the British Hindus have done. The British Hindus, to their credit, they figured it out to an extent. They said कि ये जो Corbyn का Labour Party है and Corbyn's left, this is not a party for Hindus. They do not like the Hindus. They've made it abundantly clear. And so the Hindus have woken up in Britain and they're like, ठीक है, we don't want to be anywhere where we're not welcome, where we do not feel safe. We'll go somewhere where we feel welcome and where we feel safe. We'll go vote for the Tories. And the Tories have welcomed them with open arms. And that is, and I understand the Hindus' uncomfortableness with Republicans and Christian nationalists. I get it. But who is the one who is trying to destroy your identity and attack your identity completely head on right now? It is not the Christian nationalists. They might not like you, but they're not the ones doing it right now. Simple as that. So decide karo.
Imagine, yaar, what is my fault if I am a second generation, third generation child, literally born to parents who are born there? Sala, I don't even know what caste is. I don't know. I grew up in another country, and you try to ping that thing on me, and these idiots are using decoloniality over there. Abbe gadho, go on the offensive. Tell them who the fuck gave you the right to decide.
So Neil says, I am a Hindu American and you cannot generalize. Most of my friends are Dems and they have no problem with Hindutva. Well, if they have no problems with Hindutva, then how did caste enter the lexicon of the California Democratic Party? क्या कर रहे थे आपके दोस्त?
झुनझुना बजा रहे थे.
Tell me. Neil, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not demonizing the Hindus there. I'm just saying that there is something wrong. There's something that the Hindus are missing in America. And you know, they might have no problems with Hindutva, but they're doing nothing to defend themselves. They're doing nothing to protect themselves against these kinds of attacks. And neither is the Democratic Party. So it's time to decide is what I'm saying. It is time to decide. Do you want to go down that path where across the entire country, you're demonized and you're painted in a terrible light and you're lied about? Or do you want to do something about it? That's the point that we're trying to make, Neil. All right.
Exactly. And it's irritating. See, I've come to a point where, again, I am on the side. Look, I said this many times. If an attack on a Hindu happens, we are a global community. I will be with the NRIs.
Yeah.
I'm with them in this battle. But the point is, I'm not going to use your tools, which are third rated.
Yes.
And you are bloody exporting those tools from India to America to India. अबे वो अपने उधर तो मरवा लो अपनी, साले हमारे इधर भी ठोकने के लिए भेज रहे हो. उधर रखो इसको टट्टी को, उधर अपनी टट्टी रखो. अभी हम हमारा अच्छा सा साफ करने के लिए पानी भेज रहे हैं तुम्हारे को उधर.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. That's the thing. कि भाई eventually you're right. You eventually अगर कोई problem ये अमेरिका में हिंदूज की solve करेगा तो इंडियन हिंदुत्व ही करेगा. There's no such thing as US based हिंदुत्व anyway. But Indian Hindutva ही करेगा भाई, क्योंकि they've made it look, they've made it abundantly. Again, Jews से सीखो यार. Jews know that the left has made it abundantly clear that you are not welcome in our clique. You are not welcome in our tent. Stay out. And the Jews are like, fine. हम साले तुमको बाहर से ही देख लेंगे. हम बाहर से ही देख लेंगे तुमको. That's what the Hindus need to do. They need to learn, man. ठीक है बेटा, तुमको बाहर से ही देख लेंगे. We don't need to be part of your tent. हमको नहीं आना तुम्हारी पार्टी में. हम साला तुमको बाहर से ही निपटा लेंगे. कुछ सीखो यार, कुछ सीखो यहूदियों से. They have experience of this. उनको बहुत लंबा experience है. बहुत सारे, there are tons of lessons to be bloody learned.
And next time, you know, I want to deal with this. Ruko. I just saw this comment. Yeah, I appreciate how Kushal teaches us to respond to someone asking my caste. So annoying when Pakistanis mention Dalits here in UK. Next time, Shoma, a Pakistani talks about that. Again, हिंदी में जवाब. उसको बोला अबे अभी गाली नहीं देता, शायद मम्मी सुन रहे होंगे. बोला अबे भैंचोद, साले हिंदुओं को इंडिया में नहीं भेजा क्योंकि बोलते हो कुत्ते कमीने लोग, तुमको टट्टी साफ करने के लिए कोई उधर लगेगा. हरामजादे साले, थर्ड क्लास आदमी पाकिस्तानी गांडू, तेरे को तो कान के नीचे चमाट मारनी चाहिए. साले तू बात कर रहा है, और जो तुम्हारे में अंदर कास्टिज्म है उसका क्या? पाकिस्तानी का नकाब उतारने दो.
का क्या हाल कर रखा है इन्होंने यार.
अरे हम तो राजपूत हैं, हम तो राजपूत है बोलेंगे. अबे साले भाग इधर से.
राजपूत भी बनना है, मोहम्मद बिन कासिम की औलाद भी बनना है, दोनों बनना है हमको. हमको दोनों चाहिए।
पाकिस्तानी हमको बोलेंगे कैंडो अपनी सोसाइटी को संभाल लो साला, थर्ड रेटेड फेल स्टेट।
अरे यार पाकिस्तानी कुछ भी बोलते तो सीधे हंसी दिया करो। मेरी तो हंसी निकल गई। आई डोंट नो हाउ एल्स टू रिएक्ट टू दिस पीपल। हंसी निकल जाती है कि
बड़े
साले
जब बात
इनके किस
करते हैं
मुंह से
तो
बोल
उल्लू
रहे
के
हैं
पट्टे
साले।
बच्चे नहीं बात करते। पाकिस्तान को यही जवाब देना
When
चाहिए जब बड़े बात कर रहे
when
होते हैं।
adults are talking, पाकिस्तानी बच्चा should keep quiet. Basically, बच्चा बेटा तुम कोने में
हमको
बैठो, चुप
कास्ट के
रहो,
बारे
मुंह में लॉलीपॉप डालो और अपना मुंह बंद रखो जरा।
आले गधे पाकिस्तानी
पाकिस्तानी
उल्लू।
हमको ज्ञान देंगे भूतनी के। ओके चलो मीम रिव्यू करते हैं फिर। मीम रिव्यू करते हैं फिर आपके क्वेश्चन भी कुछ देखेंगे। So the first one comes to a, oh this is not an original one, पता नहीं कहाँ से आ गया, but it's a funny one. This is from ex Cybertronian. Brand new Yeshu feed Swara Bhaskar ही क्या भाई, वॉल्यूम देना पड़ेगा रुको। ब्रांड न्यू यशु
क्यों छोटू, कमलेश तिवारी के मौत पर नहीं बोल सकती थी?
नहीं बोल सकती थी।
हालेलुया! के मौत पर
बोलने लगी।
अरे बाप रे, क्या हरामखोर हो गया,
बोलने लगी। भाई ये जिसने भी बनाया द सोशियो गाय नाम है क्या इसका? आई थिंक ओरिजिनल मीम है _socio_ गाय। शाउट आउट टू यू। नहीं बोल सकती थी, बोलने लगी। यार ये इतना बढ़िया मीम टेम्पलेट है ना। People need to use this meme template for like other stuff as well. This is such an amazing meme template. भाई मजा आ गया। Happy Arnab, solid happy Arnab. This one is an original meme, comes to us from Candid External 2455. Maybe साला खतरनाक meme है। This one is one of my actual possibly one of my favorites. It says Babita ji is Aunt May. अच्छा तो what is the video?
बोले बटा मस्ती नहीं।
गोली बेटा मस्ती। किसने बनाया भाई?
बोले बटा मस्ती नहीं।
गोली बेटा मस्ती नहीं। यार ये दिस इज सो क्लेवर मैन। ये किसने बनाया? दिस इज Candid External 2455 भाई। Amazing. This is my favorite one so far. This is absolutely amazing. बबीता जी, अब समझ में आया ना मेरे को। बबीता जी आंट में अब समझ में आया मेरे को। Amazing. This is from आलू सोना प्राइवेट लिमिटेड। इसने बड़ा अच्छा मीम बनाया है।
आलू सोना प्राइवेट लिमिटेड।
देखो, हलाल वे ऑफ ड्रिंकिंग वाटर, हराम and halal under the burqa. Well done. Yes. सही तरीके से पानी पीजिए प्लीज। Yes. AIML, All India Muslim Law Board, bless you. Basically, halal way of drinking water. Good, solid. Okay, under me. Well done. This is from रंजीत गुंडा। ये क्या नाम है? रंजीत गुंडा।
अरे रंजीत यार,
हाँ
रंजीत
हमारा फेवरेट ओल्ड गुंडा।
विलन होते थे।
In the absence of motorable roads in Bhutan in 1958, PM Nehru rode on an animal to visit the country. What animal was it? Know your legacy. Horse, yak, elephant, donkey.
Oh shit.
क्यों बेइज्जती करवाते रहते हैं सोशल मीडिया पे अपनी यार ये लोग। गधे पे, याद है जब नेहरू जी गधे पे बैठ के भूटान गए थे? भाई कौन क्यों करते हो कांग्रेस पार्टी ऐसे काम? मैं जेन्युइनली पूछ रहा हूँ।
कांग्रेस पार्टी इज द बी टीम ऑफ बीजेपी।
क्यों करते हो ऐसे काम? आपको पता है कि मैं इस तरह के पोल्स डालूंगा तो क्या रिजल्ट आएगा, फिर भी ये सब करते रहते साले। नेहरू जी गधे पे बैठ के भूटान जा रहे हैं, बताइए. Oh man, nice one. What is this one? ये भी ये क्या है भाई? Wait, is this a fresh one? No, this is not an original one. Is this original? Let's see. This comes to us from Opposition Leader 4203. Everyone is an Indian except Indians who built India. See that Pandit? Yes, sir. He is the Caucasian invader.
Asian invader.
Alienation theory. Bhai, solid.
ये मस्त था, ये
Solid
मस्त
meme,
था.
bhai. Solid meme. This is a
तुम
good
लोगों ने
one.
कुछ नहीं उखाड़ा, सब कुछ हमने ही किया है.
सब कुछ हमने किया है. ये साला पंडित is the Caucasian invader. Everyone is a nation builder except for Indians. सब लोग साले nation builder है इंडिया में, बस Indians को nation build allowed नहीं है. बाबर nation builder है, साला अंग्रेज nation builder है, हम लोग साले बस वेले हैं. Press F. This is a good one. This is not original, but this is from Rough Permissions 5475. This one says, if you ever feel useless, remember it took 20 years, trillions of dollars, and 4 US presidents to replace the Taliban with the Taliban. Yeah. I was genuinely thinking the other day, yaar, okay, what was the last major war that the US won? Do you remember? What was the last major war that they won? For being the military superpower, having the most powerful army in the world, what was the last war that they won? I genuinely can't remember, because even in the World War II, I know America claims credit for winning World War II, which they should get credit for. But who was it that broke the back of the German army? It was the bloody Russians. It was the Russians in Stalingrad or wherever it was that they broke the back of the German army, essentially, when the Germans tried to invade Russia. So I honestly can't remember which was the last war that they won. Maybe the Revolutionary War. Maybe that was the last one that they won. So yeah, there you go. Most powerful army in the world.
ये अमेरिका इतना हारता है कि अभी हम भूल गए हैं वो जीते कभी थे.
कसम से भूल गए. Yeah, exactly.
अमेरिका ऐसा है कि देखो, हम हारेंगे भी नहीं मगर हम जीतेंगे भी नहीं, हम पैसा खर्चा करते रहेंगे.
Yeah. अबे इराक में भी कौन सा जीते भाई? इराक से भी तो भागना ही पड़ा उनको. They left Iraq and then ISIS came and controlled Iraq. Which was a war? Like Vietnam also they had to run. Like which was the last war that they won? Cold War is not a
बराबर है. देख किसी ने लिखा ना, हाँ कोल्ड वॉर बोल सकते हैं वो जीते.
Yeah, but
वो गलती से मिस्टेक हो गई.
But again, was this this was not a war that was fought with their army, right? The powerful army. This was more of like a economic/cultural war.
Yes. Yeah, Gulf War जीते थे, बराबर है. Gulf War.
Yes.
वो जीते थे.
Gulf War is a good one.
वो जीते थे.
Civil War.
वो अपने बीच में ही एक वॉर जीते थे.
एक दूसरे से ही लड़के मैं जीत गया.
मैच फिक्सिंग है.
Match fixing है. This is from Satire Sarthi. He says, Livrandu blockbuster, Babar web series. When I take over the throne, I will make it compulsory for women to learn swordsmanship. NCERT NCERT सिखाता है ना मैं उल्टी सीधी हिस्ट्री. NCERT खुश हुआ. Good one.
अच्छा बनाया.
Good one. Satire.
Satire.
Solid hook. Okay enough from me, dude. This is from शिवांक चौधरी. ये देखो मीम बदमाश आदमी का. Possible new species of penguins found near waterfall. Possible new species of penguins. ऊपर कमेंट देखो, इतने सारे बैटमैन. इतने सारे
किसी ने लाइव कमेंट में लिख दिया कि अभिजीत है उधर.
ये वो गेम होता है ना अमेरिका में, ये लोग इनका गेम होता है वेयर्स वॉल्डो. तो इसमें हमको गेम क्रिएट करना चाहिए, वेयर्स अभिजीत? इस फोटो में प्लीज, इफ यू कैन लोकेट अभिजीत, प्लीज फाइंड अभिजीत एंड लेट अस नो.
Well, we can start with जो थोड़ा तंदुरुस्त होगा.
तंदुरुस्ती है वहां, बीच वाला काफी तंदुरुस्त है. maybe start there.
किसी ने लिखा अभिजीत के क्लोन्स.
अभिजीत के क्लोन्स. ये देखो किसी ने लिखा बड़े बड़े बैंगन.
बड़े बैंगन. ये छोड़, एक हरामजादी ने लिख दिया कुशल मेहरा के कस्टमर्स.
कुशल मेहरा के कस्टमर. amazing भाई. This one is from देखो ये किसने भेजा है. ये देखिए, गोदी मीडिया चादर मोद.
चादर मोद सबसे बेस्ट गाली है साले, चादर मोद.
ये नाम देखो. बाबा बाबा.
एक मिनट को देखना था. बाबा
क्या नाम है भाई?
अबे ये तो नाम नहीं मार डाला.
अरे यार, नेम ऑफ द वीक. इजी विनर. वायरल, तालिबान मिलिटेंट सराउंड न्यूज एंकर. पिछले हफ्ते एक पत्रकार के हत्या के बाद तालिबान ने एंकर तक की सुरक्षा में लड़ाके खड़े कर दिए हैं. तालिबान की ये पहल अच्छी है जो साबित करती है कि पुराने तालिबान के मुकाबले ये अच्छा तालिबान है. गोदी मीडिया पत्रकार की हत्या की बात करता है, मगर अबे कैसे पढ़ूं यार मैं इसको. नीचे जा. कैसे इसको जूम इन करूं, आउट करूं? जूम इन करता हूं, नीचे देखता हूं. नहीं, ये अच्छा इतना ही है बेसिकली. मेरे को लगा नीचे और भी है. बट गोदी मीडिया पत्रकार की हत्या की बात करता है, मगर इस नेक पहल को क्यों नहीं. 1000 लानत. वेल डन. गुड मीम. लेकिन जो कैप्शन है और जो नाम है उस पे मेरे को ज्यादा हंसी आई. गोदी मीडिया चादर मोद. वेल डन भाई, वेल डन. ये नाम
चादर मोद एक ऐसी गाली है ना, जिसने भी ये गाली का मतलब नाम निकाला,
वेरिएशन निकाला है,
नोबल पुरस्कार देना चाहिए.
कसम से भाई. Oh my God, this is also a good one. This is from Satire Sarthi. Bring back Donald Trump. Chad Trump. Abu Bakri Baghdadi and Soleimani dead. Biden for resident.
Biden for president. Buddha Biden.
Chad Trump and Buddha Biden. फोटो इधर देखो. ये देखो तो फोटो देखो इसकी. अबे जल्दी लोड हो जाए. ये देखो कोने में. अबे कैसे जाऊं मैं इधर? ये देखो इसको. Oh my God. Abu Bakri Baghdadi and Soleimani dead. Biden himself dead inside.
Kamla Chachi will probably push him down the stairs. Called COVID-19 China virus and Kung Flu. Sorry Xi Jinping sir, बेटा का फैक्ट्री बंद मत करना. Wife supermodel, wife का पता नहीं, sniffs everyone. Bal Sungu effed a porn star and got a refund from her. बेटा Hunter Biden being blackmailed for hiring Hooker, brokered peace deal in UAE, Israel. Sorry, Babu, Afghanistan. Oh, this is the best.
भाई,
This
this is probably the best one. This is probably the
ये
best one.
जाएगा, ये ट्विटर पे
ये
जाएगा.
ट्विटर पे जाएगा भाई, कुछ भी करो, ये तो ट्विटर पे जा रहा है. This is going on
मजा आ गया.
Twitter.
Better for after porn star got a refund.
Got a refund from her. अरे ये भी अच्छा. Sorry बाबू अफगानिस्तान. Sorry बाबू. Oh my God यार, ये क्या मीम है, ये क्या मीम है satire भाई.
Knowing Trump, he's so pathetic. उसका भी कोई ये बोलेगा ना, you got a refund from a porn star, you will be like,
भी कर लेगा.
I did.
Of course I did. I did not have a fun experience. Of course I got a refund. Oh my God. Amazing. याद है पिछले हफ्ते आपने एक जोक मारा था. I think you said something about like कि there's an interpretation जहां पर 72 hoods की जगह it was 72 raisins. याद है? You said last week. ये मीम किसी ने बनाया है. This is capitalist_Carl. उसने लिखा इसका मीम देखो. The virgin that was promised, the raisin that was delivered. Submitted by Al Taklai Hind Fans Association.
अभिजीत को भेज दो.
ये तो मैं उसको भेज रहा हूँ भाई. ये तो सोशल मीडिया पे डालूंगा, उसको टैग भी करूंगा.
Yes, अभिजीत को टैग करके.
उसको टैग करेंगे. Submitted by Al Taklai Hind Fans Association. काबुल शाह. काबुल शाह. भाई ये तो सोशल मीडिया पे जा रहा है, इसको तो डालेंगे और टैग भी करेंगे. Well done, capitalist card भैया. ये ले, happy earned up ले ले. Enjoy. तेरे कमीने लोग हैं ना भाई.
ये देख इधर क्या लिखते हैं लोग.
क्या लिख रहे
ये
हैं?
देख लाइव में क्या लिखा है एक मराठी ने. कमला भोकन टिकली आए.
What does that mean?
For the Maharashtrians, Google भोकन टिकली.
Bhokan tikli.
Google.
Yeah, can any Maharashtrian explain to me a non-Maharashtrian bhokan tikli क्या होता है भाई? कोई explain कर दो मेरे को. What is a bhokan tikli?
कमला भोकन टिकली आए.
Bhokan tikli. Oh, amazing. This is from my dad bald 420. Rahul Gandhi का वीडियो बना. I don't know if this is an original video, but this is apparently from a guy called Being Normie. So I'm going to play the video now.
राणा पहले एक दूसरा था. पहले मैं ये हरा. खाता नहीं पीता भी हूँ.
कॉम्प्लान में 100% मिल्क प्रोटीन, लीडिंग हेड ड्रिंक से 3 गुना ज्यादा.
कॉम्प्लान बॉय.
कॉम्प्लान, जल्दी बढ़ने का प्लान.
Plan boy. Bhai, Rahul Gandhi is the gift that keeps on giving. He is a blessing. This guy is such a blessing to India, yaar. मैं क्या बताऊं? What an amazing blessing to India this man is. Amazing. This is from Garib_ka_bachcha. Garib ka bachcha. Meme देखो. केजरीवाल सोनू सूद साला मैं भी फेंकू ये भी फेंकू. मैं भी अमर मैं भी फेंकू ये भी फेंकू. पीछे शशि थरूर. बैकग्राउंड में देखो शशि थरूर को. Oh my God. Amazing. Good meme, dude. Solid, okay enough. Good meme. I like it. Clever meme. This is from Jay Koladia 969. ये देखो क्या फोटो भेजी है भाई ने. Not gonna lie, bro. Abhijit Iyer Mitra and Rana Ayuga. Oh भाई. Oh shit यार, मेरे को actually लगा ये अभिजीत है. For a second I actually thought ये अभिजीत है. Oh my God.
इतनी
I
research
actually,
करते हैं।
I actually thought this was Abhijit for a second. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Good photo though, dude. I don't know if it's a Photoshop or it's real, but good one. This is this is funny. This is from particular belt 1173. I am pretty sure this was the moment the Taliban said, "Fuck it, we got this." ये साले क्या बिगाड़ेंगे हमारा? Yes, true. Hashtag relatable. Hashtag okay Arnab. Hashtag relatable. ये क्या है भाई? Who is this one from? This I'll play last because this is not an original one, but I wanted to play it anyway because it's funny. ये देखो कौन है कमीना, हेलीकॉप्टर बोरिंग 49। इतने कमीने कमीने लोग हैं ना रेडिट में, मैं क्या बताऊं। ये देखो इसको। कौन गूगल सर्च कर रहा है श्याम शर्मा वाइफ और रिजल्ट क्या आ रहा है देखो। रिजल्ट देखो इसका।
Sad life.
सैड लाइफ। कौन क्या क्या सर्च करते रहते हो तुम लोग वेले लोग सालों। काम धंधा कर लिया करो। श्याम शर्मा वाइफ। ये अभिजीत का सुट्टा ने बनाया है, दिखा देता हूं मैं जल्दी से, बट देन वी हैव टू सेंड दिस टू अभिजीत एज वेल। इंसिनिया ऑफ अय्यर राष्ट्र, अय्यर रक्षति रक्षिता। It's not bad. Not bad. We'll send it to him. We'll send it to him. Good meme, dude. We'll send it to him. This is also not original, but I like it. Inverter, converter. Inverter, converter.
ये मैंने पहली बार देखा।
ये पहले नहीं देखा? I've seen this before, but it's really funny. Inverter, converter. There's a really good meme like that कि कहीं पर मिशनरी जाता है और मदर टेरेसा कहीं पर जाती हैं and she meets a guy named प्रकाश। प्रकाश कहता है नमस्ते मदर टेरेसा जी। मदर टेरेसा कहती है हेलो पीटर। from the Spider-Man movie. ये देखो think_Bhagwan. I think we might have had this meme before, but it's an original one, so I still want to use it. रियासत पुदीना।
रियासत पुदीना के जर्नल।
रियासत पुदीना। Wear your failures as a badge of honor. That's so true. That's so true, man.
सुंदर को देखो, सुंदर।
मेडल देखो सालों के, इतने सारे मेडल बना रखे। किस मतलब के मेडल है ये? क्या क्या किया है इन्होंने? किस बात के मेडल इन्होंने इतने लगा रखे हैं? रियासत पुदीना यार। That's a great line.
फोटो से ज्यादा नाम अच्छा लगा।
फोटो से ज्यादा नाम अच्छा है। रियासत पुदीना। think_Bhagwan. Happy end up from me, bhai. And this is the one. This is the final meme. This is from dank_Bengali. Remembering her or her 111th birth anniversary. ऐसी मशीन बनाऊंगी, इस साइड से मुकेश डालूंगी, उस साइड से माइकल निकलेगा।
माइकल निकलेगा।
ऐसी मशीन बनाऊंगी, इस साइड से मुकेश डालूंगी, उस साइड से माइकल निकलेगा।
शाबाश, शाबाश।
ऐसी मशीन बनाऊंगी। भाई, well done. Well done. This is amazing. Great meme. Happy enough. So my favorite one was what was your favorite? My favorite was definitely the Trump and Biden one. Chad Trump and Buddha Biden. So congratulations, Satire Sarthi, for winning the meme competition of this week. Is the Trump and Biden meme. Well done. And finally, I wanted to play this one because it's not an original meme, but I don't know if you've seen this video before because this is a very funny video. Look. This is ISIS brides. This can apply to Afghan brides as well now.
Introduce me online. You have me at free healthcare. So this is my 6th marriage. I've been widowed 5 times. 6 times.
I'm going to move over here. It's everything those guys on the chat room told me it would be, and it's full of so many wonderful surprises. You didn't have to do this at first. Bullshit.
Yeah, hang on, I'm recording it for Instagram. Ta-da! What do you think?
Oh my god.
Oh, man surprised me with it yesterday. Hashtag OMG, hashtag Jihadi Jane, hashtag Death to the West ISIS emojis. Oh, babes, I love it. You look gorgeous.
She looked massive. You're gonna need a lot of Semtex to kill that one.
Oh, guys.
What do you think of this?
किसने बनाया ये?
Oh my god, it was so cringe. Hashtag matchy matchy.
Next week.
Talking about his 40 virgins. Why can't it be anything?
Oh my god.
Ali bought me a new chain, which is 8 foot long. So I can almost get outside.
I can almost get outside. Oh my god, bhai. I think this was like a BBC series. I think this was like a short-lived BBC show called Isis Bride, like back in like 2014, 2015. And this is a video from that. So very funny. Very, very funny video. All right. So we'll take some of your questions before we get out of here. Let me see agar koi abhi koi dala hai ya nahi dala hai. Let me check this one. Has anybody got a question? Let me find it. Abhi, send us some of your questions while I'm looking for the ones that you have already sent us. 2 seconds de do, abhi dhoond ke nikalta hun. So this one comes to us from what is this? CR says, looks like Hindus are not safe anywhere in the world, but Kushal, you were repenting the decision of coming back to India. Do you still feel it's better to be in USA, Canada than India?
Yes, because you get more economic opportunities. You should make more money. You can send that money to India, and you can use that money to make better political decisions in America, you dum-dums.
That's true. That's true. Evening Bot says, if Hindus take an anti-caste stance, then what to say when lefties ask to include caste as a protected category without the what about question? So basically, we only have he's saying that we only have the what about argument. No, you don't. We don't only have the what about argument. We have the argument that, bhai, we hate caste more than you hate caste. That's the argument. हम लोगों को caste discrimination तुमसे भी ज़्यादा खराब लगता है.
It's very
And
simple.
secondly,
what you need to mention, the way you need to talk about caste is the way the affirmative action discussion in America happens. Why affirmative action is not mostly popular in America. That's the argument you used against caste. Why do you want to start a system that we want to annihilate?
Yeah.
You are enabling the system.
Yeah.
You are enabling the system.
Why do you
wanting
keep
to bring
bringing
it in.
something up? And why do you, why do you keep bringing something up? And why do you want to include it in something that we're trying to destroy? Like, why are you trying to keep something alive that we are trying to destroy on our end?
But tell me one serious organization that says we are looking to destroy casteism.
Yeah.
They all say caste is a British construct.
Yeah. What do you do with that argument? You know, you leave yourself completely open to a, wo hota hai na ki in MMA that when you punch, you keep your hands up. But this is like punching with your hands completely down. You leave yourself open to a left hook. Do not leave yourself open to a left hook. Don't do what Stipe Miocic did. This one is coming from we hit the Sandeep S says Hindu from London here. We hit the haters commercially here. Aajkal biryani alag jagah se aata hai. Yeah, that's exactly what you have to do. You have to hit them politically. You have to hit them commercially.
I am telling you, as a Hindu living in the United States of America, you should pledge not to give a single penny to a candidate. See, to a single candidate that is going to pass any bill that has remotely got to do anything with caste. जो वोटिंग हुई है pledge that you will not give a vote. Go and actively tell your local council member that if you bring the caste word, we will not only vote against you, we will not fund you, we will make sure that this many $1 million that you have taken from us will never be given to you. Where have they done that?
Yes.
No, caste is a British construct. Oh, chup karo.
Yes, exactly. Malyaban Bhattacharya says, are trads the biggest stumbling block for the Hindutva movement or the Hindus in general?
Trads are a Twitter annoyance.
Yeah.
Hindutva has won in India.
Yeah. Bhai, look at the dominant party in India currently, the BJP. Look at the internal decisions that the BJP is making. Look at the internal policy decisions that they're making. Look at the leadership that they're they're selecting for their, the closest coterie for the prime minister. Aap khud dekh lo. You look at it and you'll see that the prime minister's cabinet at this point reflects Indian society fairly well. You know very clearly which way the wind is blowing. So trads ka dekho, this is part of a manthan. ये हर एक सोसाइटी में एक मंथन होता है when we're trying to find ourselves, when we're trying to establish ourselves. And this current argument that's going on between quote unquote Raita and trads, it's part of that manthan. And intellectually, Kushal's right. I think Hindutva has already won. What else do we?
कौन सा mail भाई?
Did you check my email? कौन सा email भाई? क्या भेजा था email में? ये देखो, bring Donald Trump तात्या back.
आम्हाला तात्या पाहिजे.
तात्या पाहिजे. Evening Bot says, what are organizations like HAF doing about California Democrats? Yeah, HAF ka bhi to, I think HAF is in a tougher position than somebody like the general Hindu population, because the HAF के ऊपर extra responsibility hai to make sure that they do not come off as a partisan organization. So they can't just be like, if you Democrats vote for Republicans. They can't do that. They are already fighting tooth and nail against the Cisco lawsuit. And the problem with HAF also is, again, the diaspora. How many people in the Hindu diaspora / Indian diaspora in America support the HAF financially? Bata do mere ko. Talk to them and you'll find out. Kis tarah ka support milta hai. Now they're starting to get a little bit of support because we are talking about it, and they get featured in the news because they're fighting on a lot of Hindu issues. But generally, for the last 5-6 years, how many people are supporting them? How many people go to their fundraisers? How many people donate to them on a monthly basis regularly? Bata do mere ko. So HAF ko gali dena aasan hai, but gali tab do when you are supporting them. That's what I'm saying. What else? Abhi Manav
पहले थोड़े आए थे.
That's what I'm going through.
Somebody had said, forget about world, just name one real Hindu party. I don't know, it was Live India. Then Anita K had said, Kushal, painful to swallow, but you have articulated the truth about caste so plainly. वो एक था, just trying to see.
This is a good one. See, look at this one. Shashank Shekhar is saying, Hindutva globally is considered a bad word. What can we do to change the narrative?
You should not.
You do you, dude. Don't do anything. You do you. Hindutva has already changed the narrative. Bhaiya, India mein, the BJP won an absolute majority twice in a row. That shows you everything you need to know about Hindutva. Hindutva has won. Ab isko sala koi tatpunjiya sitting in New York Times says it's a bad word. Screw them. Chillane do. Kya farak padta hai? Does Israel care that people think that whatever Zionism is a bad word?
Imagine a community like the Hindus, which if you remove the other communities and only map the Indian Hindu community income, it will go even above $100,000 if you ask me, average.
Yeah.
Imagine a community that has an average income of $100,000 plus in the United States of America, acting like they are such, weak people. हम इतने कमसिन हैं, नादा हैं.
हमारे कुछ बस की नहीं है.
$100,000 के ऊपर एवरेज इनकम है तुम्हारी. दुनिया हिला दूं मेरे को ऐसा पैसा मिले तो.
Yeah. Exactly.
All you need to do is make smart investments, and always remember, each and every Hindu, no matter where you are, today India is strong.
Yeah.
India is with you. You have the motherland. What do you worry? This is a Hindu Rashtra. Constitutionally nahi,
Civilizationally, culturally.
ये Hindu Rashtra hai. We sitting in India are with each and every one of you until unless you are that Chomu type.
Yeah.
But we are there, you are there, you will back us, make money, fund Hindutva movement in India. Yes, मैं तो openly बोलता हूँ, शर्म काहे की? Fund Hindutva movement in India.
This is what they don't want. इसीलिए तो वो चिल्लाते रहते हैं कि भाई, whoever wants to help Hindutva movement or Hindus in India, that immediately becomes a BJP RSS agent. इसीलिए तो ये कर रहे हैं, because they know कि एक बार हिंदुत्वा को financial support भी मिलने लग गया, तब तो game ही खत्म यार. What do they need? They needed people support. They're already getting. Now they need financial support. अब वो भी मिल गया तो game ही खत्म.
This is why, Indian Americans need to stop playing this, hum abla purush, abla nari. Please get over your abla purush, abla nari syndrome. Value your vote, value your dollar.
Yeah.
You are the most powerful community if you want it to be.
Correct.
The problem is you sold your dollar value on a Facebook photo. That's your problem, not mine.
Yes, correct. Email on deplatforming, building decentralized video platform. Acha, I'll take a look today. Chandrakant,
I don't understand that, so I can't comment on it. मेरे को समझ नहीं पड़ता. मैं जाहिल हूँ.
हाँ, I'll take a look at it. I haven't seen it yet. How to say? Evening Bot says how to say I hate caste, but I don't like law on it. That's exactly how you say it. You just said it.
शाम में एक चीज दिखाऊं. ये ना नेक्स्ट टाइम तुझे याद है किशन कन्हैया एक लेजेंडरी पिक्चर होती थी. उसमें है ना तुझे वो सीन याद है जब जो दूसरे वाला कौन सा था जो थोड़ा स्ट्रांग वाला था कन्हैया था ना वो कन्हैया था. ठीक है तो कन्हैया वो सीन याद है वो पहले जाता है वो लेडी के वहां पे फिर अमरीश पुरी से दलीप ताहिल के वहां पे जाता है. तो मैं एक सीन प्ले करना चाहता हूँ जब वो दलीप ताहिल के वहां जाता है. नेक्स्ट टाइम अगर कोई anybody comes to you and tries to talk shit to you, right? ये ऑडियो का भी बटन नहीं दबाना पड़ता है इसमें शाम?
नहीं दबाना पड़ता है.
मुझे ऑडियो का ऑप्शन ही नहीं आ रहा है.
मेरे को भेज दो ट्विटर पे मैं शेयर कर देता हूँ.
हाँ रुक मैं तेरे को डीएम करता हूँ. रुक जा मैं तेरे को वीडियो डीएम कर रहा हूँ बिकॉज ये ना ये परफेक्ट जवाब है. ये जो थर्ड क्लास लोग है ना मैं अभी ऑनेस्टली बोलूँ मैं तंग हो चुका हूँ. ये जो बार है ना ये हर आदमी है ना हमको कास्ट के बारे में क्वेश्चन पूछेगा. ये लोगों को अभी है ना एक ही तरह का जवाब देना चाहिए और ये स्टैंडर्ड जवाब है और ये मेरा जवाब अभी मैं सबको यही जवाब देता हूँ. एंड आई लिटरली दिस इज माय वे ऑफ डीलिंग विद दीस पीपल बिकॉज आई हैव हैड इनफ ऑफ दिस कि why am I supposed to say sorry? Look, I am actively working as a citizen of my samaj to get rid of this problem. First of all, this problem is not as prevalent in North America as it is in India because of whatever reasons. Second, I am actively working to remove it. Why the fuck are you, an outsider, telling me DM देख ले भेज दिया है? So next time somebody sends this ना शाम ये जवाब देना है उनको. Literally सिर्फ 3 सेकंड की क्लिप है ये जवाब देना है.
Okay, let me play it. I see it. Share audio. नहीं ये तो रहा बटन. I found it. This is the one. Okay, ये सुनो. This is what you have to say.
क्या मैं तेरे बाप का नौकर हूँ? क्या मैं तेरे बाप का नौकर हूँ?
That's the response.
That's
right
all
there.
you need to show.
Yeah.
If somebody asks me to play at their turf on their rules, I say this to them. मैं तुम्हारा नौकर नहीं हूँ.
Why do I have to play by your rules? Exactly. Why do I have to play by your rules? I'm under no compulsion to play by your rules.
You need to get over this shit.
Yeah.
You need to stop playing defensive and play offense.
Yeah.
When will you start telling people off who accuse you of things you have not done?
Yeah.
I refuse to apologize for something someone did 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
मेरी थोड़ी ना गलती है. I am actively working. You will not find a person more anti-jati varna than me.
You tell me, will you find one British person that goes around apologizing for what their ancestors did 200 years ago. Not a single one. It doesn't matter
Why
how
should
liberal
they?
they are. You won't find a single one. And
Did you
what
not
they have
hear
done
Bill Maher?
is 100 times worse than whatever Jati Varna has done. 100 times worse. But फिर भी वो
Did you
apologize नहीं
remember
करते.
that Bill Maher exchange where Bill Maher said that I have a problem with critical race theory when if they mean I have to be blamed for something I did not do.
Yes.
I have a problem with critical race theory where it makes me a perpetual criminal.
Yes.
I don't have a problem with critical race theory if it says that these people are oppressed and we need to acknowledge their oppression and we need to help them. It's a very simple answer. Because the Hindus themselves tried to play inside that memeplex of Operation Olympics, they legitimized it.
Yeah.
When you legitimize that worldview, I don't legitimize that worldview. I reject that worldview. And then when I reject it, I don't play on their turf. तुम साले, तुमको उनकी टर्फ पे खेलना था और तुमको लगा कि वो तुम्हारे ऊपर नहीं अप्लाई करेंगे. तुमसे बड़ा बेवकूफ कोई नहीं है भैया.
Why can't Indians not create a Hinduphobia ranking of these universities? Will help students going from India publish it with the data. I think they should. If there's some like data guy, you should find it. You should find कि कौन सी universities हैं जो इस तरह की चीजों को सबसे ज्यादा support करती हैं और सबसे कम support करती हैं and create a ranking system.
ये
I think
सब
somebody
छोड़
should
दो.
do it. कर दो.
Maybe I'll talk to a few people. Maybe our friends at Data Reveals.
Yeah.
Maybe they should start.
Yeah.
मैं अनुराग को बोलता
Exactly.
हूँ if he can get hold of some folks at Data Reveals and they start a certifying system.
Swaraj Mag published something like that. Na? They said so. If there's some data people in Swaraj Mag, they should do it.
Yeah, they should. And see, don't shy away from creating these ratings. 100. And when they see these things are happening, unki fategi. Kyunki yaad rakhna, all these international universities, they love international students.
Yes.
पैसा कौन देता है?
Yes. यार अभी पिछले साल 55,000 इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स को स्टडी वीजा मिला है. 55,000 इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स have gone to study in America. अब imagine those 55. मान लो तुम्हारे पास 1,000 स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं तुम्हारे कॉलेज में. That's a lot of bloody money. Tomorrow, if those 1,000 students don't go to you, go to another college because you discriminate against them. Yeah, that makes a huge difference.
And by the way, Sham, this certification has to be done by people who don't believe caste is a Western construct.
Yes.
This certification should be done by people who believe, yes, caste was a problem of our society. It is not a Western construct. Yes, it could have been exaggerated after the new colonizers came in, but it doesn't mean it did not exist before them. When these people have that basic level agreement, then can they start doing these things. Yes. Maybe look, sitting in America, maybe HAF can start a rating system or something of that sort for Hindus in America,
yes.
In Canada and America. Maybe Vichar Manthan can do it for British universities or something of that sort. They should rate the universities in their country. And when the community starts rating and when kids over there, okay, I don't want to go to a university which is anti-Hindu.
Yeah.
Believe me, they'll shit bricks. And in India, some Indians have to start doing it. Then Indians yahan se jo ja rahe hain, they will also start applying. Arey, recently, I can't take the name, magar usse ek particular American university, दो से आई थी और एक में तेजा थी. उसने ईमेल में लिखा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे तेजा पढ़ाती है, मैं नहीं चाहूंगा. उसको तेजा ही बोलेंगे ना, उसको थोड़ी ना और कुछ बोलूंगा मैं.
उसको तेजा ही बोलना चाहिए परमानेंटली.
मैं तो उसको तेजा ही बोलता हूँ.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree. I completely agree. And I think on my front as well, I'm going to try and in the US, on my end, I'm going to try and talk to some non-left or content creators or opinion makers or commentators on the right as well, because I think we need to create those linkages as well. Like, they might not agree with us, they might not even like Hindus or Hinduism for that matter, but I think those linkages need to be created to an extent where they're not the one that are actively seeking the destruction of Hindus in America. The left is right now. So the Hindus need to, at the end of the day, again, that's my final comment of the day, that the Hindus need to make a choice. Who do you align yourself with? Align yourself with people that do not want your destruction or with people who want your destruction. अब decide करने का समय आ गया है, क्योंकि अब conferences organize हो रही हैं और अब legal definition caste को देने की कोशिश की जा रही है. So decide
Yeah.
करने का time आ गया है.
And I just want to say, a lot of people are like, आज कुशल इतना गुस्से में क्यों? देखो, मैं तुम्हें बताता हूँ मैं क्यों गुस्से में हूँ. देखो आज है ना, मैंने नई दुकान खोली है. ये देखो, ये है आउटरीच की दुकान. ये मेरा नया बिजनेस है. आज से मैं चिल्लाऊंगा.
Yeah.
इसके लिए. But on a very serious note, look, Hindus are not weak. So my message to Hindus is, stop pretending to be something you're not.
Yeah.
Just strong people. We belong to a civilization that withstood many attacks. We are brave people. Stop acting like a bunch of wusses.
Yeah.
And start behaving like what you actually are.
Yes.
An intellectually and socially resilient Samaj. We are not weak. We worked hard when we went to North America. When we went to North America, they said, merge with our society. We merged. We went to Africa. They said, merge with our society. We merged. We went to UK. They said, merge with our society. We said, we'll merge. And after that, we don't need to apologize for anything.
Yeah.
Stop using third-rated epistemologies like decoloniality to say this or that. Yes, like every society, our society has problems. We will deal with them. But you are nobody to tell us. We will solve our matters ourselves. Who the hell are you to define our essence? They are nobody to define the essence of Hinduism. We reject Jati Varna. We reject caste. We have a lot of other things to our essence of Hinduism. So just fuck off.
Yeah.
That's all we need to tell them.
Yeah, 100%. All right, with that, we will leave it there, guys, today. Thank you very much for joining us. Abhijit will be back next week, not to worry. He's just under the weather today. But thank you very much for joining us. Again, think about what we have said. Even if you don't like something that we have said, it is not meant as an attack. It is meant as food for thought. So think about it. All right, just watch it again and just think about it. And I'll be happy to hear what you have to say and what your comments are. Let us know in the comments in the description below as well. गाली भी देनी है तो comments में दे दो. Algorithm की मदद हो जाती है. If you think that this discussion and today's conversation was helpful for you, it helped clear out some things for you, share it. Share it with as many people as you can. And again, support Hindutva creators. Whether it's content creators, whether it's organizations working on the ground in India, support them all. Support them however you can, right? So with that, we will leave you. Thank you very much again. We will see you next week. We were going to do something new next week. So next week, instead of meme review, I was thinking that we could do like a you laugh, you lose kind of challenge. I'll post more about it on Reddit. So keep an eye out for that post. But I think we'll try and do something different instead of meme review next week. I think it'll be a nice change. It'll give people to be more creative on the subreddit as well. So if you have not joined the subreddit yet,
क्योंकि अगर हिंदी के जोक होंगे तो मेरे को तो पक्का हंसी आएगी और अभिजीत तो साला अनपढ़ है उसको तो हंसी ही नहीं आती.
So that's the challenge. So let's see which one makes us laugh the hardest is the one that's going to win. So we'll do a you laugh you lose challenge. If you can make us laugh, you win essentially. So join the subreddit and post your memes, and I'll post about it in more detail on the subreddit. So keep an eye out for that. Other than that, we'll see you next time. Tab tak, stay healthy, stay happy. We'll see you next time.